In 30 seconds, explain what ABM is and why it's important for go-to-market teams in 2025.
Ultimately, we see ABM as the underlying foundation for just good marketing. B2B marketing should be account-based, buying group-centric, signal-driven, and AI-enabled.
How is content playing a role?
Where I think the greatest potential is in original thought leadership. Original research reports that these companies will be producing. Where the moat lies is actually having something that is unique, original, and you can't find anywhere else.
You got $10,000. How do you break into a target account?
Ooh, we'll do some in-person activations. So we'll probably do a couple dinners. Maybe I'll do some really personalized direct mail or like gifts. We're gonna do some crazy follow-ups. We're gonna get really creative. We'll do some executive engagements, as much organic as we possibly can. So we're just getting scrappy as hell.
What do you do, Ding? I'd hire you to do a sales rep.
I would set aside $5,000 to have a crazy meal to celebrate closing the deal afterwards. So I only need $5K.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the EventShark podcast. And we are on episode 15 of the podcast. I got my co-host Ding Zhang in the house. This is Jake Claire. And we got, not to be confused with Harry Potter, we have Davis Potter, an ABM expert, runs his own ABM research agency, run a lot of kick-ass ABM campaigns out there. What else did I miss about you?
You got the Harry part. That was the only cousins of Harry. The better half over here, I think ABM is way cooler than any magic. They're working on that
100%.
side. We've got the GTM magic, working our spells. What's up, Jake? What's up, Ding? Thanks for having me.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for coming on. Yeah. There's a reason that Harry was in the cupboard under the stairs. Because he didn't know ABM. You know, maybe if he would have used some good strategies, then Uncle Vernon and Aunt Petunia would have let him live in a normal boy bedroom.
It was poor targeting.
Yeah, terrible targeting. Yeah.
Very bad executive buy-in.
Yeah, contrast that with Hogwarts with their OWL campaign, right? Targeted sends.
So me and Ding actually do a lot of ABM in our own day-to-day. You might not know it, but we love ABM. I actually started my career at a company that does account-based marketing, Demand-based, mutual client that we have working together, which is how we got connected. So Davis, I got a question for you. For anyone that doesn't know what ABM is, in 30 seconds, explain what ABM is and why it's important for go-to-market teams in 2025.
Do you know how many times I get this at like a family party or something? They're like, oh, Davis, you started some company. What the hell are you even doing? And so ABM, in its most simple and pure form, is instead of saying we are going to take our go-to-market strategy and go after any possible potential client, we are going to narrow in on the specific clients using a data-backed approach to pinpoint who specifically we want to put our resources behind to go after from a marketing, sales, also customer success looped in there as well. So we're getting really targeted. Ultimately, we see ABM as the underlying foundation for, like you said, Jake, just good marketing. B2B marketing should be account-based, buying group-centric, signal-driven, and AI-enabled. It's not either or of those different components. It is all four of them.
I think it's another cool thing that you have part of ForgeX is a 700-person group of ABM marketers. How's dark social and community affecting go-to-market these days?
Ooh. All right. So we have the when I was a practitioner, what I wanted as a practitioner was a community or a place where there were other ABM leaders that I could go connect with, learn from, share some of my thoughts around what the strategy might look like. But the only way to get access was paying thousands of dollars. That was such a pain point for me, such a gap in the market in the ABM space. So we decided, one, we're going to start one. Let's create a safe and independent space that isn't vendor-led as well, which is really important. Another component is free. And then community as a whole. When we think about how AI is going to impact the future of the way in which people buy, community will have such a massive impact. Not only that, but events. It's those pieces that you can't get at scale from chatting with an LLM.
Yeah, Davis, what I love about how you just broke that down is earlier you mentioned that building a consensus around the definition of ABM, around the way that practitioners are implementing the strategies, what the strategies look like, is a big problem point in the industry. So I love that you took the community first approach, where as part of the way that you build ForgeX, you have that consensus setting the standard for what ABM is. So I'm curious, now that you have this big community, I'm sure you see, a lot of different folks involved in the ABM space, things they do well, things they don't do well. So with that insight, what's the biggest mistake that people make in ABM?
Ooh, all right. The biggest one that we continuously see, and our research backs this as well, which is picking the wrong ABM deployment model. And I tie that in directly with building a poor target account list. So when thinking about the deployment models, the way we've segmented them out at ForgeX is you have enterprise ABM, growth ABM, and deal-based ABM. And companies will choose the wrong ABM deployment models. It's the second highest challenge that we found in our 2025 State of ABM report, where it's lack of internal understanding around what the different deployment models are. They'll choose the wrong deployment model. Let's say you have 45K ACV and you're trying to do one-to-few or one-to-one enterprise ABM. That makes no sense. Yeah. Where we'll see it applied incredibly successfully is especially one-to-one enterprise ABM. You have $1 million deals, multi-million-dollar deals. Sometimes, you're going after $1 billion deal.
Yeah, the math's got to make sense.
The math has to math.
Yeah.
And it's also crazy seeing $1 billion in a CRM as a close one deal. It's the deployment models and then the target account list, building it to back off of the ABM deployment model. So that's where a lot of people are struggling, especially, again, around that one-to-many or the growth ABM piece, because as ABM is now continuing to mature, that's where ABM leaders who historically had built a whole team around deploying enterprise ABM, now they're being asked to figure out, how do we scale?
Can we go back to that $1 billion deal?
Yeah.
What's going on with that? Not every day you wake out of bed and see $1 billion deal.
I've been trying to get a piece for a couple of years now. Just 0.1%, 0.5. I don't want a lot.
A little bit of it?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Was this at a previous company? Or one of your clients that you can't say?
Cannot confirm nor deny, but have seen two.
All right.
Yeah.
How is content playing a role? Because I know you do like a lot of research reports, and where does content play in the different stages that you're talking about?
Okay. I have a couple different things that I want to chat about on the content side. All right, so the first piece about content. When thinking about the future of content value, where I think we are going to see the greatest potential is in original thought leadership, original research reports that these companies will be producing, because ChatGPT and other LLM-based models, you can build blog posts. You can build all of these other pieces of content so freaking fast. Where the moat lies is actually having something that is unique, original, and you can't find anywhere else. And then your business model, where it's events, interview style content, specifically at a lot of these events as well, and unique experiential video, you're not going to be able to replicate that, especially when it's actual humans on the video versus an AI generated piece. Those are unique versus what you can use AI to build at scale. And I think the uniqueness behind them is why it's going to be the content types that win, as well as having that community aspect.
Yeah, I already see everyone shitting on AI text posts. I think people are just kind of getting sick of it. So how can you show your content that's going to be original? I think going unique and original are great call outs right there.
Yeah, I think even going one layer above that is not only is it unique, original, but having the original insights where there's a sufficient effort. Because I think that's where the moat is that you have one side is the effort involved to conduct original research, and then two is the expertise to be able to know what to research.
Totally agree. And what frustrates me? When people build their programs, they'll think about the funnel stages and they'll think about thought leadership as that awareness. Let's say at the most basic funnel types, you have, awareness, consideration, decision, and you're trying to map what content around each stage. They'll put thought leadership in the awareness bucket, where that is so far from the truth. Thought leadership runs all the way through the funnel and out to retain and expand. And you have to be thinking about it in that capacity. Thank you.
What's a hot topic right now in the ABM world? Obviously, AI is super important. How are you using AI with helping companies?
Okay, you want something interesting? We just had a community roundtable. We're coming out with a new AI operating system or framework. Think we're going to be dropping it probably around October. I was sharing it with the group. The one thing that they were so deeply focused on was actual execution and how to build all of the components, what tools and technology are working really well. It ended up being a whole conversation just around use cases. Also, from an ABM perspective, piece around research and personalization, I think those two are where you can make a massive impact right now using some of the existing tools. One really cool use case that we were just talking about was building custom landing pages at scale using a few different pieces of tech. LLM would go conduct the research, put it back into a database, then the database would feed into their tool that they're using to build these custom landing pages, so they can just do that so much faster. There is so much opportunity with AI, not just in ABM, but within marketing, within every other freaking function. And we're just scratching the surface. It's going to get really wild. I think the next 5 years are going to be crazy.
It's going to get crazy.
It's going to get crazy.
Yeah, me and Ding are just talking about AI every day. My mom even was driving to San Francisco yesterday, and she's like, every billboard is AI. Welcome to 2025. This is.
Last time AI was this hot, the Sixers were in the finals.
Allen Iverson. Ooh. I'm going to throw a question at you real quick.
Yeah.
You got $10,000. How do you break into a target account? What would you do?
Ooh. Who am I going after? Industry? What type of account? Who do I want to break into? Like just any
enterprise tech company.
Enterprise tech?
Enterprise tech.
Okay. And I've got 10K?
You got 10 Gs.
How long do I have to run the campaign for? Is this like we're talking a year? We can go hard?
I guess. Yeah, a year.
What I'm going to do is I'm putting that 10K I'm going to buy a LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I'm assuming I already have like some sort of website infrastructure. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably use that 10K for some personalized, like we'll do some in-person activations.
In person, you say?
In person. So we'll probably do a couple dinners.
You're just taking the whole team out.
And then, oh no, not on 10K. We're taking a couple pointed people out over the year. Maybe I'll do some really personalized direct mail or like gifts for the people too. But I'm going to try to go as organic as I possibly can.
All right, here we got a quick interruption.
Come in the shot. Yeah.
All right, what do you got? All right, so we just printed some new hats. This is the new summer edition.
Angle.
I'll talk. Hello. There it is. It's pretty
Unreal.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that's fresh.
That one's
I like
sick.
that. Oh no, I need a pink one. You get me?
Okay, hot pink's back.
Okay, yeah, hot pink's back.
Got the new edition camo.
Close.
Ooh. I like that the new logo matches the cord on it. Our regular collection, the white, the tan, and then instead of charcoal, this time we actually did a black on black, all murdered out.
Oh,
you actually can't really see the event in this lighting, or maybe just because I'm wearing the sunglasses. In bright sunlight, it looked pretty cool.
Event TV, like it's bigger too.
Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah. That's better.
That's a retro now.
All right, so you're taking people out to dinner.
We're going to dinner. We're gonna do some crazy follow-ups with all the 10K we've got. We're gonna get really creative with it. And then we'll do some executive engagement. So I'm gonna have my C-suite team reach out to people within that account as much organic as we possibly can. So we're just getting scrappy as hell.
Organic.
What
do you mean organic?
Organically. No paid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. What do you do, Ding?
What do I do? Well,
I'd hire you to do a sales rep.
As a musician, so here's what's gonna happen. All right.
I think so. First of all, I think that's great. I totally would do the same. I think that's the way to go.
I think the rap is the biggest missing part.
If I had $10,000 to break into any account, here's what I'd do. I would set aside $5,000 to have a crazy meal to celebrate closing the deal afterwards. So I only need $5K. I will take about $2,500 of that to create a great music video. Pattern interrupt, just really rock someone's world with some crazy bars. But that's hyper specific to them. Now I have $2,500 left. $2,000 of the remaining budget, and just go hire, some real pipe hitting motherfuckers.
What?
I'll take.
What does that mean?
I'll take the $2,000.
Hire like a gang?
Pretty much. I'll hire some seedy individuals, some sketchy people that are unscrupulous, no morals. We'll send those people out. We'll build our target account list. Very important. Learned that from Davis today. And then I'll send the target account list to my gang, and I'll have them go and track these people down and make them watch the video I produced for them. These people will be so awed by the amazing artistic rendition and the personalization and specificity to their problems and use cases. And they'll also be intimidated by my goons. So they'll have no choice but to meet with me and buy my service. In case that fails, I have $500 remaining as a backup plan, which I'll use to purchase Coldplay tickets. And we all know how that'll go. So if you're watching this right now and you don't agree with my principles here, there's a much more ethical way to do ABM. You go hit up ForgeX. If you want to get frisky and you want results and you don't care how results are gotten, hit up your boy, the sales rep.
The sales thug.
I think we just got a new playbook. Yeah, this is going in the research hub.
Add this in the framework.
Yep.
What's a legacy B2B playbook that's no longer good?
Completely organize our marketing team around generating top of funnel MQLs that we're going to throw over to the sales team using everything we possibly can to collect their information. And then those are our qualified people.
Love it. Classic MQL. Throw it to the sales.
Whip
Chuck
it over
the fence.
Chuck it over.
So
Blindly. Don't even look.
What are teams being measured on these days?
The CMOs and the VPs of marketing who are transitioning off, they're really starting to think more about pipeline and revenue metrics versus just, what is my MQL number, which waterfalls down into revenue. The way in which we see it at ForgeX, it's really a whole internal revenue transformation and mindset shift, adopting more modernized metrics. And some of the pieces that won't really change, it's how much are we closing? What is sales velocity? Is that increasing? How much pipeline have we generated? Like, those are all the classics. But getting off of the MQL industrial complex, shout out to Kerry Cunningham for pioneering that one.
That's a good term.
I've not heard that before.
How you actually get off of that is not, want to be really clear with this, it is not transitioning into a account funnel where you're just taking these entire accounts and trying to progress them through buying journey stages. And then once it hits a threshold, which a lot of companies will call an MQA, or you got your account-based journey stages, but you also have to think about generating engagement at a contact level. And specifically not just, how many contacts do we have engaged in the account, but how do we map, identify, and partner with sales to engage the buying group contacts.
I want to do a little quick exercise here.
Let's do it.
Me and Ding are a video company called EventShark. I don't know if you heard of them. But we maybe are thinking about creating a target account list. In less than a minute, what would you do?
You should be looking at multiple different, both qualitative and quantitative insights in order to build your target account list. Think about the account fit. So who's your ICP? What segment, or a lot of the times it's industry, should you be pursuing? Clearly define that. That's one piece. Look into the engagement of the account. Are there contacts who are already engaged? Is the account engaged in some capacity? Pull both of those pieces of data. Also looking at intent. So are there any signals from a buying intent signal? Taking all of that, constructing a data-backed target account list using actual insights, not just going out and using firmographic data and then layering in third-party intent data for accounts that are in market and then pulling a list of 3,000 accounts and saying, all right, that's what we're going to do our ABM to.
We're almost thinking like from EventShark, we almost low-key have like a PLG motion where we kind of usually start on smaller projects and then kind of grow into accounts. Do you do any like PLG to closing like larger enterprise deals or no, not so much?
That's such a sweet question because PLG, even in some of the companies, you would think about it too, like who does the best PLG in the game? When you think about some of those companies, they struggle with this too, where it's, oh, our PLG motion has been doing incredibly well, but we want to move up market. We want to start getting these massive enterprise deals. Here's what's going to happen. We see it happen so consistently every single time. You'll start ABM program or campaign. You'll get people from your target accounts signing up, but they're not going to convert into these enterprise deals because when you look at the people who are signing up, it is not the actual decision makers or the ones who are deeply part of the actual buying group. And how I would encourage you to think about PLG in ABM or even in an enterprise selling strategy is the people who you'll be looping in and getting from this PLG motion, partner with them to actually map out the buying group and create champions out of those people. And they're the ones that are going to give you that roadmap for, here are the people that you should be targeting. This is who to reach out to. These are the pain points that we're feeling explicitly. So in your messaging, use this. And then you have to run a true enterprise selling motion towards them. It's not, PLG isn't going to be some magical piece that you can just layer into ABM, or if you're already doing PLG, you can't just, immediately turn on some sort of enterprise selling strategy and it's going to work like that. It is a component, but you still have to think about building a true dedicated program because the people that you get from PLG will not be the ones that are really buying. In most cases.
What's your hot take on brand in an ABM strategy?
Massively important. I think there are going to be two large components in the future and the now of B2B marketing, where you have companies who are deploying enterprise ABM, if it makes sense, but the overwhelming majority will be using growth ABM, which again is that operating model for one-to-many. They'll also be using deal-based ABM. Brand is super important. I think it's only going to get more important. Marketing continues to progress and get really targeted on one side, and then also tell that broader narrative and broader story from a brand perspective on the other.
Long story short, brand.
Do it.
How is brand helping some of your clients just execute better on the ABM strategies?
I guess it depends on the company. Like if you're a massive tech company and you have a really strong brand, you're going to be able to get conversations with people so much faster. Like if you have a name like a Google or a Microsoft, that'll...
You can get a call on with anyone.
Yeah, you can, and you have so many more connections too. Having a strong brand is incredibly helpful. And then when you look at the companies that are doing brand really well, they are almost able to craft some type of narrative that ties back to something that people can hook into, like, for example, founder-led. If you are openly sharing how you're building your company, how you're thinking about your company, people buy into that, like the story behind it and why you're doing it.
You ready for the countdown quiz?
Oh, let's go.
This is your challenge. All right. Name 5 B2B companies with a yellow logo.
Creator Buzz.
Hey!
Shout out Matano.
Google. They do have
some
yellow in there.
That's right.
Bumble's another one.
Yep.
Bumble.
We got Bumble.
McDee's. That's the hardest question of the day. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, let's
Damn. What colors of a company? Miro is another one. Miro.
Name 4 signs of a bad ABM strategy.
Covering 50,000 accounts, using MQLs, just building target account lists with third-party intent data, asking the ABM practitioner to deploy multiple ABM deployment models at the same time as only one person.
Give me 3 stereotypical office snacks.
Celsius. That one's huge. You got granola bars.
Oh, yeah.
Like Cliff, if we're getting specific. And then you have to have like They always have some type of like candy bucket.
Always a candy bucket.
Always a candy bucket,
candy
like
bucket, yeah.
Snickers, Three Musketeers. Get a couple Reese's in there.
Yeah, it's the only time outside of Halloween that you can find little mini snack sized bars. Give me 2 differences between ABM for growth and ABM for enterprise.
Ooh, all right. Growth ABM, large target account list. Growth ABM, different skill set for the practitioner. They understand how to partner with 1,000 accounts, hundreds of accounts, and build that relationship with sales and campaigns. Enterprise ABM, you have deep personalization, deep research, hyper specific campaigns, and skill set for those practitioners. You know how to build a really deep relationship with a seller or a group of sellers and sales team members, like a solutions engineer, other people like that, for one specific account, or that cluster-based approach.
Finally, Davis, what's the number one way that folks can go level up their ABM?
Number one, first off, come join our community at ForgeX. Second, we partnered with Demandbase on 2 certification courses that launched this year. Go take both of those. The one question we get all the time is, am I going to go learn about the Demandbase platform? I'm not a Demandbase client. No, there is nothing. It is completely tech agnostic, actually. This was, for all ForgeX's models. We opened up everything for it, including our research. It is basically going to get certified in the practice, nothing around the technology.
Give us a final takeaway for anyone thinking about running an ABM program.
Go get certified, come to ForgeX, chat with other practitioners. You don't have to do it alone, and you don't have to build and get consensus from your internal teams without having already structured frameworks, playbooks, models, research to help inform it, and a massive community of over 700 practitioners in your corner. Join them both, and it will make your life 10 times easier. We built this because I wish that I had this as a practitioner, and it's all free.
For free?
For free.
All right, so go check out ForgeX. Go check out Davis Potter. Not to get confused with Harry Potter. Go check out Ding Zhang. Go check out Jake Clare. Go check out the EventShark TV podcast.
Yeah.
Go check out the ForgeX files, where we might be on the podcast as well.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
So that was episode 15 of EventShark podcast.
Like, comment, subscribe, leave a 5-star review. If you leave a 5-star review, screenshot it, send it to us. We'll send you a hat.
Ooh, I like that.
Now that we have hats again.
Now that we have hats again, you saw the hats come in. We're not lying. We actually have them. Go to eventsharkmerch.com if you want to buy one as well. How many shout outs can we do? We're done.